What up, everybody? It's your boy Agent. I'm back once again with exciting news, man. The NFL draft. We are on upon it. It's the eve of it. Yes, it is in my hometown of Detroit. As I'm recording this, we are a day out, less than 24 hours. The draft goes, but before the draft gets started, I had to post this video and tell you guys I'm doing one final mock draft on the Steelers and what I think they should do based on the needs and based on how this board fan I used according to Pro Football Network. I know a lot of people use Pro Football Focus, but I decided to be a little different. So some of you guys might agree with these picks, but I think the value and how this board falls fits exactly what the Steelers could do and how the board will fall. So let's start. Yes, Steelers, as we all know, pick at number 20. So let's see where it goes. In the first one, I picked 20. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Amarius Mims, yes, offensive tackle out of the University of Georgia, sitting at 6'7", 6'8", however they call it, 340 pounds. No, he's only had 8 starts, only a career 655 snaps. But look at the guys he's played against in college. Nolan Smith, some of these guys, these edge rushers that Georgia has produced. Trevon Walker. I know he's been banged up a little bit, but I think he can get healthy. Developmental guy, I think he'd be very well. Pairing with the other Georgia guy we drafted last year, and Broderick Jones, and I think he'd be phenomenal. You can throw Amarius on the left-hand side, keep Broderick at right. Have Dan come off the bench. The Steelers are way too high on Dan Moore. He was not good last year. He's been a weakness, and we needed another tackle to complete this line and be complete dogs and complete dominant from what Arthur Smith and company want to do and run the football. And I think he would be a great addition, a big mauler, can move and just would be able to protect Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, whoever's back there for this season. And I've seen Amarius Mims projected to the Steelers a lot, so we'll see what happens. But I believe right now we have to get an offensive tackle in this first round, no doubt about it. Sometimes it's not the sexiest pick, but it's a smart move to go secure the offensive line because we've been bad since all these departures from Villanueva, from Pouncey retiring. We just haven't got together. We've tried over the years with Kendrick Green, hasn't worked. Dan Moore drafted, not worked, so need to secure that lineup. And now going to the second round pick, and that is at pick 51. Yes, the way the board fell, Zach Frazier, the center out of West Virginia, fell to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shorter guy knows he has smaller arms, but he can move. He's physical. He can maul you. It's what the Steelers want to do. They want to be physical. And for him to fall to 51, that's a huge need. That's not a reach. Steelers need a center. Mason Cole was terrible as he was released last year. We don't believe Nate Herbig can play center. So this is a must-need. In these first 2 picks, you get a tackle and a center to complete this line and continue to grow and be physical line and be dominant and be great for years to come with all the talent we can put, and you can secure that and don't have to worry about it. So that helps. Pairing with Isaac Smalu and James Daniels, we're good. The tight end play with Darnell Washington and Pat Freiermuth, good on the offensive line. Now let's go to start off at round 3 at pick 84. As we all know, Deontay Johnson was traded. So let's go with Jalen McMillan, wide receiver out of the University of Washington, 4.47. 1.53, 10-yard split. I know he was banged up last year, missed 7 games with the knee, hamstring injuries. But the year before, prior to that, over 1,000 yards. If he stay healthy, he's good. He can get off the line. He can play in the slot as well, 6'1". We need a guy that can complement George, and I believe that's a guy who can do a little bit opposite. He's not as a speedster, but he can get in the middle of the field and run some routes. It takes him a little time to get built up to his speed, but he can do it. So add him, and let's see if he can be a number 2. Pair him along with the receiving core. So we know we're missing a guy in Deontay Johnson, so we need a route runner, and I think it's a good pick. 84. Now let's go to the other third round pick that we acquired from the Carolina Panthers with the Philadelphia Eagles for Kenny Pickett trade, and that is the third round pick. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Dwayne Carter, defensive tackle out of Duke. I know some people be wondering why defensive tackle were set with Keanu Benton and Cam Hayward, but let's look at this. Cam Hayward's getting old. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will decide to restructure his contract, create a little more cap space, and we need to. So this is the pick number 98. But Cam, like I said, Cam's getting up there in age, so why not help integrate him into it, and he can rotate with guys and continue to help with this defensive line, because it's a tricky underrated need for the Steelers. Now we going to the 4th round pick at 119. The Pittsburgh Steelers select cornerback Kyrie Jackson out of the University of Oregon. 6'4.5", just length, man, to go with Joey Porter Jr. I know we got a steal in Joey Porter Jr., basically a first round pick last year, but adding Kyrie Jackson I think could be huge. Having 2 lanky corners on the outside that can cover. With the addition of Dante Jackson, we can move him into the slot As we know, we need a slot guy. I think he'd be very well. He's physical, so that would definitely help our corner depth. And like I said, I know we have Corey Trice, but he was a late round pick last year, and he was coming off injury. Darius Rush, he's still a developmental guy, so I think get an established guy in Kyrie Jackson that will help with the cornerback play. It can be super physical, as we will be coming up this season. And now let's go to his last 2 picks in the draft. This other 6th-round pick at 178. This was via the Deontay Johnson trade. At 178, decided to go Josh Proctor, safety out of The Ohio State University. Guy who's played well his time at Ohio State, was a captain, came back, 5th-year guy. I believe can get some depth rotation with Minka. We got KZ back, lost Keanu Neal, let him go. But Josh Proctor can fill in well. He can hit. He's physical. I think a much need. Got some size to him. And then with this last pick, 6th-round pick at 195, we go with Maris Luafu, linebackers out of Notre Dame, 6'2", 234. My whole key with this was, hey, we're taking a stab at it. Why not take him? I know we signed Patrick Queen in the offseason, a big pickup, which I did not see the Steelers doing, but stolen from the division rival Baltimore Ravens. Cole Holcomb is coming off that knee injury, so who knows how good he's going to be. Orlando Roberts is good, but he's getting up there in age, so put a young guy in there, get him some snaps, get him some reps. He can start off on special teams, and if we need him and he plays well, great linebacker piece and to add some depth, something that we truly need. And like I said, we struggle with linebacker play since Shazier left, but I think this will be a year, especially with Patrick Queen, that will be good. And real quick before I get off here, as the draft is upon us, there are rumors right now that the Steelers may trade for a wide receiver. And the biggest hot topic is Brandon Ayuk, the wide receiver out of San Francisco 49ers. Now he's going into the last year of his deal. He wants a new deal. What the Steelers trade from? I heard they've been a very big candidate, so we'll see what happens. Also, I've been hearing Cortland Sutton from the Denver Broncos. The Broncos apparently won the 1st or 2nd round pick. So will the Steelers decide to move on any of these guys? Who knows? But if you were going to do it, I would prefer Cortland Sutton. He's cheaper. If you trade out, you're going to probably have to give up your 1st round pick, which I don't want to do at number 20, especially with the need of offensive lineman. Then you have to pay him a huge contract. So what that means for Georgia's future, we don't know. So we don't know. So what I will tell you, Omar Khan's been willing and dealing in his 2nd offseason as the Pittsburgh Steelers GM. So nothing surprises me. So I think there's some big things in store right now, Steeler Nation, coming into this draft tomorrow. So we'll see. But I just want to give you guys my thoughts on this mock draft and where we're going to hit it. But I will be giving my thoughts live on YouTube after the Steelers make their pick and let you guys know what I think. And then after Saturday, I'll give you guys my full thoughts on the draft wrap up, and we'll be back. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me. Hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.